Brahmanath. Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Swastha.
Students, good morning. Let's discuss the concluding part of the chapter in London in -4 by Louis Fischer. Before we get to the concluding part or unit 3, let's just quickly gather what we discussed in the previous class. Okay? So in the previous class, we did discuss that Mahatma Gandhi had become a wonderful newspaper copy. He was the talk of the town. An excellent person in news. And so the journalists, they always spoke about him. They talked about him noisily and in a continuous manner. One of the journalists questioned him about his dress. He answered, Mahatma Gandhi answered, "You people wear +4s and mine is -4s. I always wear very simple clothing." And when he was invited for tea to the Buckingham Palace by King George V and Queen Mary, he did go in very simple clothing, just wearing a loincloth, sandal, a shawl and a dangling dollar watch. To that, somebody questioned him, "Do you think you have enough on?" Mahatma Gandhi very coolly answered, "The king has enough. The king has worn enough for both of us." Okay? And he met lot of people. He did go everywhere and he happened to meet lot of people. And he had talks with Lord Irwin, the wartime Prime Minister, David Lloyd George, the minister. He happened to meet the Field Marshal Smuts. He also happened to meet Bernard Shaw and not many. He also happened to have his talks with the Archbishop of Canterbury, but Winston Churchill refused to meet him. And Mahatma Gandhi, he addressed innumerable public meetings. He did not confine himself or restrict himself just to the second round table conference or to his stay in the Kingsley's Hall. But he happened to throw himself out. He happened to reach himself to every individual, from the VIPs to the common people on the road and in the slum areas. And so he happened to pour in the hearts and minds of the people of Britain of that what India really wanted in the name of independence. India wanted the British rule to be over. India wanted in the name of independence that the foreign rule or the Britishers should give up and leave India and set India free. But India did not want isolated independence. India, after being independent, India wants to have a good rapport or a good relationship with Britain and a partnership in equal terms, sharing joys and sorrows together. Mahatma Gandhi very clearly stated that what is the law of nature, that is love, friendship, work, progress, security, and this is what is called creative interdependence. Now, let's get to unit 3 or the concluding part of the chapter in London in -4s. Everywhere he made friends by his charm, frankness, humanity and accessibility. Everywhere he here refers to Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, wherever he did go, the love that he had for people, he did not hold any hatredness for anyone. He had the warmth for everyone. He never hurt anybody's sentiment. So he was loved by everybody, and wherever he did go, because of his good qualities, like frankness means openness. He was having a humanitarian quality, a humanitarian feeling, that is kind consideration for man, or humanitarian feeling. He was accessible. Accessibility means readiness to mix with others, to reach others, to mingle with others. And so all these qualities made him popular among all those people whom he did meet and talk to. He even walked into the lion's den in Lancashire, where his agitation for khadi and against foreign cloth had caused painful unemployment. Okay, so he even dared, Mahatma Gandhi dared to walk into the lion's den. The lion's den, we know lion's den is a cave, lion's cave, which is a dangerous place obviously. But the boycott of foreign cloth under the Swadeshi movement started by Gandhi had paralyzed Lancashire's cloth mill, and the mill owners were most critical of him. So what had happened here? Because of the Swadeshi movement. What is the Swadeshi movement? The boycott of foreign goods, using of the homespun cloth. That is what was Swadeshi movement. And because of this movement, which was started by Mahatma Gandhi, the lion's den, there the Lancashire's mills, okay, they had all, the cloth mills had all closed, had shut down because of this movement, because of this boycotting of foreign goods by Mahatma Gandhi. And Mahatma Gandhi was there among those people who had become unemployed because of the mills closing down. At a meeting of the textile mill workers, one man said, "I am one of the unemployed. But if I was in India, I would say the same thing that Mr. Gandhi is saying. It takes a lot of courage to speak up in a foreign land. You know, everybody is a hero in one's own house." So Mahatma Gandhi was standing, he was in Britain, he was in London, and he was the one, Mahatma Gandhi was the one who had started the Swadeshi movement, according to which the foreign goods were boycotted, and because of that, the consequence was that the cloth mills had all closed down and the mill workers had lost their jobs and they had become unemployed. But still, one mill worker who was standing in the crowd came forward to say that if I would be in India, I would also have done the same thing as Mr. Gandhi is saying and doing. You know, how great the person was, how he was being loved by the people of London, the people of Britain even. We can find out from this, okay? A delightful photograph taken outside the Greenfield Mill at Darwin shows Gandhi wrapped in white homespun from neck to knee, for it was cold, and squeezed in among cheering, applauding women, one of whom to his embarrassment is holding his hand. So he not only did that, he didn't only just spoke about boycotting the goods, you know, Mahatma Gandhi also took a photograph, a delightful, a bright photograph. And what was that photograph? It was outside Greenfield Mill at Darwin. And how was the photograph? In that, Mahatma Gandhi had wrapped himself, you know, with the homespun khadi cloth. And as it was cold, he had wrapped his complete body, and he was being squeezed among those people who were around him, who were clapping for him, who were cheering up for him, and especially women, and one of whom, to his embarrassment. Embarrassment means mental discomfort, you know. He was feeling little uncomfortable, Mahatma Gandhi. Women were there around him, and one of the women was holding his hand. Clear? He made friends even among those he hurt. You know, he had hurt the mill workers, and because of Mahatma Gandhi, they had become unemployed. He had caused that unemployment problem in London, in that Lancashire's cloth mills in Lion's Den. Okay, and all because of Mahatma Gandhi. And standing over there, he could take a photograph with those people, with those unemployed people, and people also clapped, they cheered up, they applauded, and women stood close to him, squeezing his hand and holding his hand, and Mahatma Gandhi felt a little discomfort. Okay, I found that my work lies outside the conference. I here refers, it's Mahatma Gandhi who's saying directly that he could make out that the real work for which he had gone to attend the second round table conference was not inside the room, but it was outside. He told a London audience, "This is the real round table conference. The seed which is being sown now may result in softening the British spirit and in preventing the brutalization of human beings." You know, brutalization means the condition of being treated in a cruel and savage manner. The Britishers were treating Indians in a very cruel manner. We all know that how Indians were treated during that time. It was complete brutalization. And so Mahatma Gandhi did speak to the London audience over there that this is what is the real round table conference which I had come for. Because now he was able to reach every human heart in London, in Britain, and he was sure that the seed that he had sown in the hearts of the people, that what India really wanted in the name of independence, would someday soften and Britain would really understand and India would reach its goal. Okay? Mahadev Desai's diary shows that Mahatma often got to bed at 2 a.m., awoke at 3:45 a.m. for prayers. Mahadev Desai in Unit 1, we had discussed, I did tell you, that Mahatma Gandhi always quoted Mahadev Desai as out Boswell for keeping, an art of keeping diaries. So he used to write diaries, and in his diary he had mentioned that Mahatma Gandhi often got to bed at 2 a.m. and he woke up at 3:45 a.m. for prayers, wrote letters and read papers, rested again from 5 to 6 and had no respite from then till the next morning at 1 or 2 a.m. Respite over here means rest. Till then he had no rest. Till then means till the next morning 1 or 2 a.m. He didn't take any rest. He was so engaged. He had a routine. He slept from 2 a.m. to 3:45. He got up for prayers, and then after his prayers he would write letters. He would read papers, and again he would take a nap for 1 hour from 5 to 6. And then he wouldn't rest at all till the next morning 1 or 2 a.m. Small wonder that he occasionally slept at sessions of the conference. He did not give it his best. So what did Mahatma Gandhi do? He used to sleep, he used to take a short nap in the conference. Conference means the round table conference for which he had sailed from Bombay to London. He used to sleep in these conference discussions, and in these conferences he used to sleep there. He never gave his best. He never spoke up there what really India wanted. He didn't have any discussion, a serious discussion, or talked about the strategies of India regarding independence inside that confined room in that second round table conference. He didn't give his best there. The round table conference was bound to fail. Obviously, it was bound to fail. Lord Reading, a member of the British delegation, formulated the British purpose in one sentence. Okay, so the round table conference, the second round table conference was a failure. But although it was a failure, Mahatma Gandhi had given his best. He said that the real round table conference for him was that he had looked into each and every heart. He had sown the seeds in each and every heart regarding the independence of India, that what really India wanted in the name of independence. He had reached each and every one. And so the round table conference failed, and Lord Reading, a member of the British delegation, he formulated, the meaning of formulated is create or prepare methodically. Whatever the methods that they have, according to that, whatever they came to a conclusion, that was the British, Lord Reading, he did give his final words, the statement. Okay, what did he say? I believe that the true policy between Britain and India is that we should in this country strive all we can to give effort to the views of India while preserving at the same time our own position, which we must not and cannot abandon. Abandon means to give up. Okay, I think I have written it out for you. Abandon means to give up. What did Lord Reading say in his statement as the round table conference came to be a failure? Lord Reading said very clearly that we do respect the voice, the spirit of Indians, the views of Indians, the view of India together, but at the same time, we are quite curious about our own position. We are not going to leave and set you free, but of course we are going to look into the views or the sentiments of the Indians and the view of India regarding independence, but we will not give up our rule. We will not set India free, in very clear words. And irresistible force India's yearning to be free met an immovable object. A Britain's wish to stay in India that made agreement impossible. So what happened? Irresistible means what cannot be stopped. This thing what India really wanted, India wanted to be free from the foreign rule, from the brutalization, from the slavery system, from the British Empire. But the Britishers said that we will not set you free, but we will 100% take care of your sentiments, your feelings, your views that you have put forward. But they are not going to give up, keeping their self-respect and their position or their status. They are not going to leave India, set India free as an independent country, or give up their place in India. And so this couldn't stop, and this force couldn't stop. Yearning means eagerness. The eagerness of not setting India free by the British rule. That kept, or that couldn't move. Immovable means fixed. It remained fixed and static. That object remained fixed and static. The Britishers, the British Empire did not want to set India free. They remained static on that point. Although they said that we will consider your views, we will consider your feelings, but we will not give up our position or our place or set India free from our rule. Clear? That made agreement impossible. Obviously, what would be the result? The result was that the round table conference, or the second round table conference, failed, and the agreement was impossible. Because India did not want that some views or sentiments of Indians would be considered. India wanted independence. India wanted to be free, and Britain was not ready to set India free. Okay, the British government had assigned 2 Scotland Yard detectives. Here Scotland Yard detectives refers to London Metropolitan Police. Okay, to guard Gandhi in England. He was escorted. He was given guards. Okay, the security of London Metropolitan Police. They were special policemen, giants in size, who usually protected royalty. Royalty means persons of royal royal descent, okay? And those metropolitan police, normally they gave security, they guarded royalty. They grew to like the little man. The little man. Who's quoted here as the little man? Can you tell me? Yes, very right. Mr. Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is quoted here as the little man. Unlike most dignitaries, Gandhi did not keep them at arm's length or ignore them. Arm's length means at a safe distance. Mahatma Gandhi, as he was filled with humanity, frankness, charmness, accessibility, he behaved like friends. He got associated even with his guards, the Scotland guards, okay? He also became very close to the Scotland Yard detectives. He did not keep them at a distance like other dignitaries, maintained their position and did not talk to the guards or the security people. He didn't do that. He became very close to them. And what did he do further? He discussed public affairs with them and visited their homes. He started his discussion. He started talking to them, narrating to them about the public affairs, and he also landed in their homes. Before leaving England, he requested that they be allowed to accompany him to Brindisi, Italy, whence he would sail for India. Whence here would mean from where, from which, okay? From which place or source. Here it means from where, okay? So, he said, he requested when Mahatma Gandhi was now leaving London and he had to come back to India, to Bombay. What did he do? He requested that these two Scotland Yard detective guards would go along with him to Brindisi up to Italy. And from where Mahatma Gandhi was to sail to India, up to there, up to Italy, Brindisi, they would accompany him and go. The chief asked the reason why. Obviously, the chief, they asked, why? Why do you want the two Scotland Yards to go up to Italy or Brindisi? And why do you want them to go up to there? So, what did he answer? Because they are part of my family. See, the humanity, the humanitarian feeling that prevailed in him. Although the second round table conference failed, the agreement became impossible, still it did not affect Mahatma Gandhi, and he wanted both the Scotland Yard detectives who guarded him that they would come along with him and to be allowed to go up to Brindisi, Italy, and from Italy they would take their directions in a diverged manner. They would return, and from there Mahatma Gandhi would sail to India. And when he was asked why by the chief, he said that because they're a part of my family. Gandhi replied, from India, he sent each a watch engraved with love from Mr. Gandhi. Engraved means carved, okay? Engraved means carved, written in a carved manner inside those watches. Didn't just stop over there. He also, after coming to India, he sent 2 watches, and what was written inside the watch carved with love from Mr. Gandhi. Okay, so with this we have completed unit 3. Before we wind up, let's just quickly discuss 2 questions. Okay, what qualities in Gandhi turned his opponents to friends? Gandhiji or Mahatma Gandhi was filled with love. He had love for everyone and he never hated anyone. He respected everybody's sentiments and he had warmth for everyone. His frankness, openly meeting people, his humanitarian feeling and the readiness to mix with others or to reach others for accessibility made him a fond person within everyone or wherever he did go. How did he make friends even among those he hurt? Okay, he happened to make friends among those even he hurt by mixing with them freely and lovingly. The man was filled with humanity. He always respected the sentiment of every human being. He treated everyone with a humanitarian feeling. Okay, so you can have your answers like this. With this, we have completed the chapter in London in -4s.